So, this is just a video quick response to some of the feedback I've gotten on the drama surrounding Jaclyn Glenn plagiarizing things. And first, I'll respond to Kizzume. No, you don't have to be using APA style or citing something academically to avoid plagiarism. But when I used the word crutch in my last video, I meant if you use that system of every time you lift more than 7 words in a row from a source you cite it in that academic style, you will not go wrong. Okay? That's why I call it a crutch. Okay? There are creative ways that you can cite other people and make sure that you are not plagiarizing them. And since we're talking about Jaclyn Glenn, I will use a Jaclyn Glenn example. Last Valentine's Day, she made a video where she called out for pickup lines on her Facebook. Hey, anybody got any good pickup lines? I'm going to make a video. And then when she made the video, she screenshotted each one of the pickup lines that she repeated into her video, and when she said it, exactly what you would have seen on Facebook appeared on her screen. That was creative. That was not APA style. And she did not plagiarize any of them. It was collaboration. But I've had a few other things come my way which I would say are at least unoriginal on her part, and some of them I'm still looking at. But I'd like to give an example of Jaclyn Glenn not plagiarizing, which has been put forth to me as her plagiarizing. This is from a comment from NinjaMixer, and he says, I wonder why no one has nailed her before. She is pretty blatant about plagiarism. Look at her video on Dylan Roof, then watch Jon Stewart's commentary. So, I did just that. I watched both. And first of all, this sentence, she is pretty blatant about plagiarism. NinjaMixer, intrinsically, plagiarism is not blatant. It is trying to hide that you are using somebody else's words and passing it off as your own. If you're blatant about it, you're probably citing them. You see where I'm going here? So no, she might be horrible about plagiarism. She might be horrible about not being original, but it's kind of impossible to be blatant about plagiarism. Okay, so I looked at her video on Dylan Roof, and the first half of it did not really seem like it was Jon Stewart's commentary at all. Starting at around 144 seconds in, and I linked this to you in my reply, NinjaMixer. At around 144 seconds in, she actually says Jon Stewart's name, says that he's got this commentary on it, and then in the description box, she cites him. Now, for most of the second half of her video, she was kind of rehashing the same things he was saying. There are 3 in particular phrases that just, they're so unique, and they would never come out of any other circumstance, that they really do seem like they were lifted right from him. But see, as soon as she started using his material, she said his name. All the other instances of things that sound like what he said in his commentary are after she said his name. And it was, all within a span of 2 minutes. I'm going to say No. Maybe unoriginal, in that she got most of that video from Jon Stewart's commentary and a Facebook post that inspired her, but not plagiarism. Not. And I say she did good to cite him in the video and put a link in the description box. You can say that she was striking when the iron was hot, at a time when our country was hurting, and it might have been in poor taste. And most news regurgitators, they love to talk about whatever open sore is being talked about in the media right now. So, you know, you can call her out for being just like all the rest of those news regurgitators, but not plagiarism. It is a good example of how to cite, and so I'll link it in the description box with the timestamp so that you can all see that yes, she did give credit where it was due in that instance.